crowd. 815 in crowd. 815 in crowd. 815 in crowd. 815. 815.
Good morning. Hey, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say you only ever have a lap when you're sitting. I'm sitting. I'm Greg. He's Tom. He's probably sitting too. This is your In Crowd 815 podcast for the 4th day of April 2026, the latest it has ever been
in the history of mankind. Okay, I have to respectfully disagree with you. Last night I was standing and I had my laptop in my hand.
Ooh.
And then when I came home, my lap dog jumped into my arms as I was standing up.
You've had a lap twice without sitting.
And it's also impossible to take a lap around the house while sitting down. So, booyah! Sorry.
There we go. Finally debunked. My drops of wisdom are not always wise. We have some great guests to introduce you to today, and the person might still be sleeping next to you. So maybe give your partner a nudge and say, "Wake up!" Greg and Tom are talking. It's time to see what's going on with the In Crowd 815 podcast. We're going to learn about family counseling services. We're going to talk with Adrienne, and we're going to. They were actually the grand prize winner of our Mass Karaoke Trivia contest that happened on March 19th, and we had a great time at Tabala Event Center that night. And the winning team, when it was all said and done, was playing for the family counseling services here in the 815. We also have another one of our contest winners on the show today, the Superhero Center for Autism. We're going to hear from Jeff and Amanda here in just a little bit as well. But first, let's do this. Our current race to 10 has Greg in the lead by a score of 4-3. And our big number of the week this week, it's pretty big. 215,000 is the answer. Defraud or donations? Put your guess in the comments and let us know what you think the answer is. Is it defraud or is it donations? And who knows? You might win a prize. You might win a shirt or a hat or a gift card or a lunch with the hosts of this crazy mixed up podcast that we call In Crowd 815. You never know. So
see, that's what I'm voting for, is that we do a lunch, you know? We invite the winner to lunch and the machine shed or something like that. It'd be fun.
There we go.
Lunch with Greg and Tom.
Absolutely. Now we want to, we're going to show some stuff a little bit later on as far as our Mass Karaoke Trivia contest. But first, let's bring on our friends from the Superhero Center for Autism. We got Jeff, and I believe it's his bride, Amanda, if I remember correctly. Good morning to you.
Cismesia. Good morning.
Hello.
Cismesia. I gotta get that S in there, right? Cismesia?
Cismesia, yes.
Cismesia. Tom, help me out.
Cismesia. I would have never come up with that, and I'm pretty good with names. Cismesia. Wow. Whenever you order a pizza,
Croatian?
Do they ever say, oh, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. She was Lake, so she chose me.
Right. My maiden name was the easiest in the world. And now every time I say Cismesia, nobody knows how to say it or spell it. So I blame Jeff.
Order a pizza or you call in to pay a bill or something. Could you spell that for me? Yeah, that is C-I-S-M-E. Oh, okay. Was that C-S-M Y-M-C-A what? No. My last name is Warner, W-A-R-N-E-R, not hard, not real difficult. But people say, is that Warren? No, Warner, 2 words, like War, W-A-R-N-E-R. Okay, W-A-R-R-I-N-E-R. I give up. Anyway.
Don't give up, Tom. Don't give up, Tom. We need you. Well, let's learn about you guys first before we get into all things Superhero Center for Autism. Are you both native Rockfordians? Did you grow up in the area here or elsewhere?
I am native Rockfordian. I went to Harlem High School, grew up here in the Machesney Park area, and then I'll let Jeff share.
I'm from the western suburbs, Carroll Stream, Illinois, so that's the place where you send your Visa bill, I think everybody does. So
yeah. Just got to go to Carroll Stream to go to my neighbor's house.
Right.
And so what was your high school? Where did you go to high school?
I went to Lombard North High School.
Lombard
Panthers.
North, the Panthers.
Glenbard. Did you say Glenbard or Lombard?
Yep, Lombard.
Lombard.
Glenbard.
Ellen and Lombard were the two main cities. So
Did
Oh,
Glenbard did Glenbard play like Rochelle and DeKalb and stuff or was that a completely separate conference for you guys when you were in high school?
we were the DuPage Valley. So yeah.
Okay. What was your big rival? Do you remember?
The other Glenbards, Addison.
Lombard North.
We're a big wrestling school.
All right. Well, your involvement with the Superhero Center for Autism these days, how did that start? Where did that begin?
Well, we became involved. So we have 2 children. Our youngest daughter, Audrey, had autism and epilepsy and other special needs. Audrey passed away in 2023 due to complications of epilepsy. But prior to that, we heard about the Superhero Center, and as many new parents dealing with a diagnosis of autism or other special needs, I think for a while kind of felt like we were floundering, trying to figure out what were the right supports for Audrey and supports for ourselves and our older daughter, Hannah. And so had heard about the Superhero Center through some other families who were participating there and started visiting and got connected there. And it was just an incredible place of support for our whole family. So the sibling activities that they had for our older daughter, Hannah, she really connected there with a group of friends. Again, for Audrey, just to have the open gyms and a place to play was safe and met her sensory needs. And then for Jeff and I, just really to be connected to a group of other parents who understood a lot of those things. I think you've probably heard people say this before, but sometimes there's just lots of questions, right? Like, how did you childproof your home for this? Or where do you get haircuts? Or, lots of things like that kind of come up when you have a child with sensory or other special needs. And so it's really helpful to have a community where you can ask questions like that. So that's really how we got connected. Now Jeff and I are both, yes, that's Audrey at one of the Superhero Center events at their Valentine's dance. And then Jeff and I are now both on the board at the center. So we joined in 2024.
Awesome. So the Superhero Center for Autism really is not a long-standing organization. It's fairly new. Right?
Right. Founded in 2015, and the center location opened in 2019. So where it's currently located. So relatively new, but we have over 700 registered families and superheroes now. So it just continues to grow. The types of events that the Superhero Center is hosting, support for families, kids, parent education, resources. So there's just a lot that the Superhero Center does and offers in the community, and it does just continue to grow every year.
The need for autism services seems to have kind of ballooned here in the last decade, especially if not the last 5 years, right? It's been something that's you're probably seeing more families than even you expected to see use the services of the Superhero Center.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, there are increasing rates of prevalence of autism in terms of diagnosis. And, I think there's also, because there is such a wide spectrum of different needs that we do, there's a lot of families who come and use the center for, both the open gyms, a lot of our sensory friendly holiday events, and just other resources that are available at the center. There's definitely a need.
Nice. Well, for those families who are new to the Superhero Center and want to get plugged in, anytime somebody goes to do something for the very first time and they choose to walk in the front door of a place they've never been before, that can be a little bit of a scary situation. You obviously have a very inviting location there, and once people see photos, we're going to show some of that here today. It's nice to know you got some friendly faces greeting you for the first time to welcome you into what the Superhero does. Your event that's coming up here in the end of May. Tell us about how this all came about at the Harlem High School.
So as some of the pictures show, over the last 8 years, we've tried to do a lot of things to obviously, do family events and to do things with the four of us. And one of the things that Mandy and I did before we had kids was we biked a lot. So Amanda's she's from here, but she went to the University of Iowa. And RAGBRAI is really big there, the Registrar's Annual
Great bike ride across Iowa.
Yes.
If you've never heard of it, you should Google it. It's a really phenomenal event that they do in Iowa that's focused on biking. So we did that before having kids, and then our kids got involved with biking with us as well.
Okay.
So, so forever, we've tried to get Audrey and Hannah involved with us, and Hannah picked that up pretty quickly. But Audrey, with some of her special needs with autism and epilepsy, it was a little bit harder for her to ride a bike. But as you can see, we always like to bring her along, and sometimes that could be a little bit harder than other things. But I'd say Amanda always was kind of the driving force with our family to kind of find ways to be adaptive and to get our whole family together. So one of the things that we've kind of seen at the Superhero Center is a lot of families struggle with taking vacations or doing things that neurotypical families may do on a constant basis. And one of the things that I'm really appreciative for my wife and the rest of our family is all the ways that they have done things over the last few years to until Audrey passed away, to really have those moments and to feel like we weren't missing anything. So even though it was harder to access some of those things, like Mandy really pushed and advocated to get a wheelchair and a stroller for Audrey, that she was able to do things. And this was our second bike stroller, and then we eventually got a third bike stroller that Audrey was able to use, and we were able to do things as a family. And that's what the Bike Expo is about. So obviously this Bike Expo is not just for kids or adults with autism, but anybody in the area with any physical or other disability that may have prevented them in the past to accessing biking or other ways of enjoying our outdoors. And our goal is to be kind of like how Mandy was for our family, advocating for everything. And I'd say, one thing that we get a lot is Amanda's a counselor by profession, and I'm a special education teacher at Harlem High School. And a lot of times people are like, man, your kids must be lucky. You do everything. And I feel like, at least from my end, I haven't known anything. So I've been very fortunate over the last now 4 months, now that we're further than any humans ever been on this. I've really learned a lot about adaptive bikes. I know one thing, we are so appreciative to be in this community. Like we said, to have the Superhero Center for Autism. But one thing that I've noticed particularly is there's a lot of there's a really good adaptive bike store in the western suburbs. There's a really good adaptive bike store in Milwaukee, which Emery's bikes are going to come, and they just do a great job. They have adaptive bikes for kids and adults with level 1, level 2, level 3 autism, for stroke victims, for people who have access of only their arms, for people who have no ability to use their arms, and just to really have any way to be inclusive and to enjoy a thing as awesome as biking.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I'd say the biggest thing is I've learned so much about that in the past 4 months this year, just reaching out to some of the resources that we have. When it comes to inclusivity, I think we have a great start, especially in this community. And we're really excited. We've got a lot of those organizations, such as the Superhero Center. So obviously, our event is going to be sensory friendly, but at the same time, we are going to have so many resources available to families. So obviously, Harlem, I think, is also a great resource, being right there on the Willow Creek path. So we are excited for hopefully a day of great weather and a day of great opportunity to enjoy biking and to kind of celebrate what Audrey loved. And she loved being with family and biking and doing all of that.
I see you got on your flyer list here Ambucks, and we've been trying to get Ambucks, I think, on the podcast for a while. They do some very, very cool stuff.
Yeah, so Ambucks is an organization that is a national organization, and there's the Ambucks of Rock River Valley, and they work with physical therapists in the area, as well as they work with providing tricycles for families, and they are going to be at our event. They have some of the trikes that they create those trikes, and they have some of those at physical therapies in the area, as well as they work with families to provide those to find funding and find ways to, again, make sure that kids in the area are able to access biking and access that.
Nice. Good deal. Well, if people want to sign up for this, it's May 31st at Harlem High School. But you want people to go to audreysbikeexpo.com.
Yeah, there's a webpage, audreysbikeexpo.com. There's also a Facebook event that you can find linked through the Superhero Center webpage. So yeah, it'll be on May 31st on Sunday from noon to 4. Hopefully the weather is nice, and as long as the weather cooperates, we'll be out in the parking lot at Harlem High School. And we'll have some fun rides. We'll have rides for beginners who are just really learning and trying out adaptive equipment, or maybe kiddos who are just learning to ride. Then we'll have kind of an intermediate ride for maybe some kids who are, maybe they're learning to ride without training wheels. And we'll have some supports, and we'll have, a lot of partners and vendors there to help support that and help kids build confidence learning to ride. We're going to have some safety resources, helmets to give away, things like that. And then we'll also do just a little family fun ride to go up and down the Willow Creek path. Again, that's pending weather's cooperation, but yeah, we'll have other partners and vendors there. Hope to have some giveaways, adaptive equipment that folks can try out. And then, yeah, some fun rides together. If the weather does not cooperate, we will be indoors. Harlem has been wonderful about allowing us to use their campus. So there'll still be a lot of great partners and vendors and events there. And we'll still have the giveaways. But our bike rides will be maybe just around the gym there if necessary. But hopefully the weather will work with us.
Nice to have a plan B, big gym. Yeah.
I was going to say, before we go, I do have a question.
Go for it.
Oh, okay. I know we're kind of wrapping this part of it up, but I know a lot of people, and this is not going to sound good, but I know a lot of people who, I hate to use the word denial, but they're in denial that their son or their daughter may have autism or may have, and it really stinks. You can't be in denial of something like that. You have to be proactive, get help that's needed. What is the best advice you have for someone who is, in fact, saying, no, my son's fine. He just needs to buckle down and do his homework or this or that. But a lot of times it is the autism or whatever it is. It doesn't always have to be autism. But what is the best advice you have for somebody who you just think, no, I really believe you need to at least explore the option here? What's the best advice you have?
Yeah, I mean, I can speak from our experience, which is I think that, through trial and error, in some ways we would try what are thought of as sort of traditional parenting techniques or interventions. But in some cases, those things might not work or be effective for a child who has other needs, sensory needs or other special needs. So, frankly, I think for us, it probably came out of an exercise of frustration and being like, man, this isn't working. What else can we do? And I think sometimes it can feel like having a diagnosis like autism is, something negative or, it's like a label people don't necessarily want. But what I would say is, in fact, there are a lot of really great resources and supports. And for us, that really made the difference, connecting at a place like the Superhero Center. First of all, I will just say, there's a real sense of kind of, I don't know if validation is the word, but having the language to say, and even, now that, our oldest daughter, Hannah, is older, I think being able to talk about that really openly and clearly. And, if a child, even who's older and has the language, is struggling with self-regulation or struggling with their emotions or some of that, to even be able to use that language and say, hey, this is what's going on, or I need some space, or I need to, step away from it. So I think sometimes there's a level where, that initial feeling of wanting to resist that, sometimes it can actually be really kind of validating to have that shared language to talk about it. And then there's a lot of really great resources out there. And for us, it made just all the difference to have that, and, to sort of not resist and fight against that, but to say like, hey, there are, other supports and things that can really benefit our kids. And so getting connected with those, there's no harm in exploring what those are, right? And finding out like, hey, does this help?
Right.
I think that's what I would say or share with families who might be struggling with that.
And sometimes it's just that hand holding, that helping somebody through, like, hey, we went through it. I see the same thing in your child that we had in ours. So so God bless you guys for that. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us on.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if you want to plug in again, the website, the website is on the chat. If you're watching us live on Rumble, Twitch, or Facebook, or YouTube, it's right there right now. You can click and go right to the audreysbikeexpo.com website. If you're not on one of those platforms, it should be in the show notes, especially if you're on Spotify. And thanks for sharing and liking and giving us that 5-star review on your Spotify app. Anything that we did not ask you about today that you wanted to make sure we touched on, either about the Superhero Center itself or the Bike Expo coming up May 31st at Harlem High School?
Well, I'll just say, obviously, this event is in honor of our daughter, Audrey, and we just love Audrey. Her birthday is actually May 29th, so we love doing an event that kind of continues to celebrate her, but also really share things that she loved with the community. And yeah, we're so proud of both of our girls. Audrey was just such a light and a fun kiddo. She loved being outdoors. She loved Disney princesses. She loved the Superhero Center. So we're just really glad to be able to share an event with this community again and continue to honor Audrey and let her be a part of this.
Awesome. Good deal. Well, stick on the screen here because we are going to do us a little bit of Tom's Trivia for a transition next. And here we go.
It's time for Tom's Trivia Challenge on the In Crowd 815 podcast. Good luck.
And we'll bring Adrienne on the screen as well. Good morning, Adrienne.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us today. We are going to try to score points together as a team today. All right. So we'll put Tom in the lower corner down here, and he will give us 7 questions. Tom's going to give me a problem with this because he always gives me garbage. I want to just at least get 4. If we can get more than half of the questions right, I feel pretty good about the weekend. Tom's like, no, you got to get 5, or you're not. We're going to get at least 4, I think. So You'll
get at least 4. You'll probably get 5. This group here, I'm looking for a clean sweep here. I'm touchdown and an extra point. All right, here we go. Your first question. It's all about basketball. All right. How many Big Ten teams made it to the men's 2026 Final Four? They'll be played today, both games. You got 2 teams versus 2 teams. Well, something like that. How many Big Ten teams made it to the 2026
how many Big Ten teams?
Final Four?
Big Ten.
So Illinois and Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
And in my dreams, Wisconsin made it too, but that was just in my dreams. So
I mean, that was like
it got beat by High Point, just not to rub it in or anything, but
you're rubbing it in.
So what is your answer there?
2.
2 is correct.
Two.
Do you know the other 2 teams?
Ooh.
It's Illinois
UConn.
versus UConn. Yeah. And then Michigan versus Arizona. There you go. There you go.
Yep,
All right,
the two
we're off
ones.
to a good start. All right, so here's your geography question of the day. New Zealand is located in which ocean? Is it the Indian or the Pacific Ocean? New Zealand is located in which ocean? The Indian or the Pacific?
I'm not sure.
That's actually a really kind of a tough question, isn't it?
A little bit.
How far does the Indian Ocean go? Because I mean, I would think Pacific, but maybe the Indian does go down that far. I don't know. Any guesses?
We were thinking Pacific, but I don't know, right? Yeah, because it's New Zealand is sort of more eastern than Australia, right? So
I say go big or go home. That's what I say.
Pacific.
Feel pretty good about Pacific.
I say Pacific.
All right.
Pacific is the biggest ocean and it houses New Zealand. So yes, you're 2-0. All right, Greg, you're halfway to your target, your goal.
Come on.
So if you get the next 2, then Greg, according to you, you can tank the next 3 and be okay, right? That's why I say don't settle for 4. All right, here we go. How many strings does a typical mandolin have? Is it 6 or 8?
Mandolin. My dad plays a mandolin, and I don't think it has 8 strings.
I would guess 6.
Unless
Let's go
you have,
6.
yeah, feeling good.
All right,
about
we're going
6.
6.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it has 8. 8
Oh
strings.
no! 8
All right, call your
strings.
dad up
Oh
and-
man.
Call your dad up, and if he says, "Oh
I'm
no,
sorry,
they have
Dad.
6," it's not 8, it's 6. Tom was
No,
wrong.
you know what I think it is? I think it's double, so it's actually 4, but they're 2 strings per. You know, sometimes you get like one of those guitars that have double strings. Some like a 12. Have you ever heard someone play a 12-string guitar? It's actually 6 strings tuned the same, but it adds a different level of sound. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. All right. One bad.
All right, so right around this time in 1513, what explorer claimed Florida for Spain? He is known as the first European to reach Florida.
Yeah.
Once again, on this day.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
1513.
Well, what explorer claimed Florida for Spain? He is known as the first European to reach Florida. Only really need his last name. You can give me the rest, but it doesn't matter.
I think you're
There's quite a delay here.
Our guess is Ponce de Leon, but I don't know what is
De Leon.
Top right there.
I was like, was it Magellan or was it the other?
It was Juan Ponce de Leon. You got it. All right, you're at your 3. All right, this one here might
Does
be the
anyone name their
easiest
kids
one.
Ponce? Anybody know a kid named Ponce? I'm just curious. No.
Well, it might be Ponce. It could be. We call it Ponce.
Ponce.
But
Okay.
it could be Ponce.
We're saying
Juan
it.
Ponce de Leon. Almost sounds French,
But he's
doesn't it? But it's
Spanish.
not. All
All right.
Name this mythological who flew too close to the sun and melted his wax wings.
Icarus is my guess. there.
Icarus.
Is that
Yeah, there's-
right? I think it's Icarus.
There's 2 problems here. Number 1, if you're going to go flying near the sun, do not have wax wings. They will melt. 2, do not go during the day when it's hot. Go at night when the sun is off. It's that simple. Yeah, it's Icarus. Nicely done. Greg, there's your 4. You guys can quit now. 4 and 1.
All right.
All right.
The weekend
Here
is
we go.
saved.
Yes. Yes. All right, New
Let's go for 6. 6 out of 7 is a really good
Jersey's
score.
official state nickname. New Jersey's official state nickname is what?
I'm pretty sure I
the
know this
Garden
one.
State.
Yeah, Garden State.
Garden State is correct. Somebody needs to tell
Garden
him the
State.
Garden State that state needs some serious tilling and attention. Someone needs to tend to that garden. All right. It smells. I've been to Jersey. It smells.
Yes.
All right. All right. Final question for some of you Rockfordites here, which we don't know about Adrienne. I don't know if you're from Rockford or not, but maybe. Who knows? Maybe you'll get this one. Number 7. It's local trivia. We do local trivia every week. So, when was Boylan Central Catholic first opened for business? 1960 or was it 1968? When was first opened for business? Was it 1960 or 1968? 1960.
Well, considering I have coworkers whose kids go to Boylan, it's 1960.
1960 sounds like a good guess to me.
Okay, that is correct. I don't. Who said you have coworkers whose kids went to Boylan or go to Boylan? Did you say went to?
Went to Boylan. Mm-hmm.
Went to Boylan.
Yeah, my
Okay,
parents
that
were
makes
going
more
to send
sense.
me
Yeah,
to Boylan.
1960. September 7th, 1960 is when they opened the doors for the very first time. 6-1, you guys went. Nicely done.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Well, thanks for your help on trivia this morning, Jeff and Amanda, and we hope your event goes really well. Again, Sunday, May 31st at Harlem High School. Check out audreysbikeexpo.com. Helmets are provided by donors. You don't even have to bring your own helmet, right? You're going to have a bunch of helmets there thanks to a bunch of donors. DJ Bill, a bounce house, rock painting, therapy dogs, YMCA spinning class, and a whole lot more. If you're afraid about falling off the bike, well, Ambucks will have their trikes there too, so that'll be a really good thing, right, as well. So thank you for sharing, and thank you for sharing memory of Audrey, and hope your event goes really well. Let's all pray for great weather May 31st.
Yes, we appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, have a good weekend. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
I'm going to try and play something real quick before we get to Adrienne. There's 2 things I want to play here, and I don't know if they're going to play very well. So Adrienne, let's hope technology takes care of us here just a second. First one is this one. You look at where we are. We are at the Superhero Center for Autism. We're delivering a check for the Mass Karaoke Trivia Contest. Let's go inside. Well, Lisa from Advice Marketing. What are we here to do today? What's going on?
Well, we're here to honor a local charity.
And we're doing that through the Mass Karaoke Trivia Contest in Crowd 815 and Medicare 411 on March 19th. Had about $9,000 to give away, and 1,000 of that, thanks to Advice Marketing, won by the karaoke champion of the night, Superhero Center for Autism. Whoa! And you guys had an amazing singer. Tell us a little bit about the event. Did you all attend, and what do you want to say about it?
We were able to attend, and it was a blast to be able to attend and be able to share a little bit about the Superhero Center and about our open gyms and activities that we're able to have for kids and for parents.
Hey, look who just showed up.
Speak of the singer.
There she is.
There she is. The $1,000 gal. Way to go, Bella. Get in there for a photo. We're going to take a photo of you guys, all right? Yes, you get in there. And we got one more to share real quick, like here, and that's for our next guest. And let's make sure, hopefully this one plays just as well. Please play. There we go. Oh. It's being goofy for me. Hold on a second. Sometimes this does this. We want to share this screen. Share this screen and the audio affiliated with this screen. All right, now it should work. We're at Family Counseling Services, Tracy.
Hey.
What are we doing?
Giving away money.
We're giving away money. It's time for the grand prize giveaway. Let's do this. And we are at Family Counseling Services, the grand prize winning team of the Mass Karaoke Trivia Contest version 4.0, which was held March 19th. What do you got, Tracy?
I got a $7,000 check.
$7,000 check. Congratulations to the winning team playing for biggest so far. Thanks to Green State Credit Union for sponsoring this team. And Stan, any words? What will this check do for families here at Family Counseling Services?
This check will go a very long way to supporting a lot of our families that can't afford to come and use our services, especially children. So that's the greatest thing in the world, and it's going to go towards really helping the community overall also, because those kids are growing up in our community, right?
Right.
They're our neighbors.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Family Counseling Services. There we go. That time it worked. Adrienne, how are you today?
I am doing so well. How are you guys doing today?
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So glad you were able to join us this morning and fill us in on all things Family Counseling Services. So let's start with you. Are you a native Rockfordian? Did you grow up here in the 815 or elsewhere?
I technically am not a Rockfordian direct. I am Rockfordian adjacent. I grew up in Leaf River, which is, down outside of Byron. Graduated from Forreston, so 8 and 5 still.
You're a Cardinal.
Oh, yeah.
I am a Cardinal.
Forreston Cardinals. I got to ask because I hear about the Forreston. There's a place in Forreston that I want to go and visit. It's called Smoke and Gun Works. Are you a shooter?
Yeah, I am not, but I hear very good things about that place.
I heard such great things about that place. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've only been in the store a couple times, but I've never been there to actually use the shooting range. So anyway, Forreston got me on that bunny trail. Back to you. Yeah. After high school, tell us a little bit about your career arc that led you to be involved with Family Counseling Services.
I have been with Family Counseling Services in some capacity for over 13 years now. I was brought into the organization with a group of event committee members that were tied to a previous executive director. So I have been helping support the Dancing with the Rockford Stars, the Cheaters Spelling Bee, the Brunch on the Dock. It's been years now, and I just recently joined the board for them.
Nice. What? And that's so the Family Counseling Services isn't your main gig, correct?
It is not my main gig. I actually work for one of the radio station houses here in town. So we do a lot with different nonprofit organizations, and family counseling has always just been near and dear to my heart. So this is the one that gets all my extra time.
I think we can safely say you're coworkers and probably pretty good friends with our buddy Chelsea Meyer.
I certainly am. Yes.
we love Chelsea. She's awesome. So yeah, so your involvement with Family Counseling Services was at the invitation of a friend. How did that all come together?
So I don't know if you know the name Kathy Velasco. She's
know the
on
name.
Me2 Marketing in town, and she helped get me and my mom both involved on committees, years ago, and it just mental health is something that is so important. There's still so much stigma that goes along with that today. And I feel like being a part of this group really helps break down some of the barriers. And we are one of the oldest organizations in town as far as mental health establishments go.
Yeah, we've seen the need, and thankfully the services for mental health services increase. It seems to be about on par for the need, but I maybe not. I don't know for just how much the need has increased, because we've seen a lot of increase in services and family counseling. Like I said, Family Counseling Services has been around quite a while, so one of the most established organizations here in the 815 area. Kind of the same question I was asking Superhero Center is for someone to decide to need the services of Family Counseling Services and walk in the front door for the first time. It's got to be a little bit of intimidating, but you have wonderful offices there at FCS.
We do, and we offer so many different types of therapy options. We have several different playrooms set up for, I mean, one of our biggest needs is for kids, and early intervention is one of the most important things. And we offer our services on a sliding scale. So you pay based on what your income is, and if you even have the funds. There's a lot of state support that goes into some of our things too. The adults' favorite things, especially our board members, is we like to let people know that we have a Lego room. It's very exciting. It's not meant for adults, but we do have a Lego room. But we do cognitive behavioral therapy, trauma therapy, play therapy, art therapy. And it's not just for children. We go as far as families as well. Sometimes when we're doing sessions with kids, we notice patterns that may seep into other family members, other siblings, and then we can help, set up sessions with families too, to help work through not just trauma that the kids are going through, but maybe things that the parents are going through and didn't realize as well.
Okay. I guess I got to ask, what was, as far as you can tell, what is the main reason people come to FCS these days? Is there one kind of major situation or such that seems to be what most people decide, okay, I need to take this seriously, and family counseling services was recommended to me? Is there a thing that kind of seems to be the instigator of that in most cases, I guess?
I would say that we see a lot come in from school recommendations for behavioral issues with kids in
Okay.
school that teachers are seeing, that counselors are seeing in the schools, and they reach out and say, we're seeing X, Y, and Z going on with this student. What kind of things can we do to maybe redirect them and get them on the right path?
Okay. Yeah. I that seems to make sense. I know if hey, my son Gregory usually been a good kid, and these last couple of months he's not doing his homework, and he's not paying attention in class, and his behavior's changed. We need to figure this out. What's going on? It's nothing in the family maybe facilitated this, but something is doing it. We need to figure out what that might be, and that could be anything.
Yeah, or Adrienne was being really quiet in class. That's not something that's normal for her. So we think something might be going on with home. Normally she was bright, energetic, and now we're hearing like the word fine a lot. How even as adults, when we're suppressing things, oh, it's fine. Is it?
Yeah. Having that friend or family member that can actually ask the second and third and fourth questions to kind of get a few levels deeper. We all need that relationship, even if it's only one person. We all need that one person, right?
Yes.
Now, wait, my wife says I'm fine a lot. What does that mean? I'm kidding.
Well, she might be mad at you.
But today it's her birthday, and I'm taking her out to dinner tonight. So
happy birthday, Kathy. We appreciate you so much. Well, so the event that you guys got coming up here soon that we want to make sure we promote is this thing right here, the Cheater Spelling Bee, April 16th at the Lombardi here on Olive Street in Rockford. This is something you guys have done a couple times in the past, right?
Yes. So we did this for several years before COVID, and I absolutely love this event. I don't get to spell this year. I'm a little sad, but it's fun that I'm taking on the chair position this year. It's fun kind of putting it all together. Because the team that I spelled on previously won a couple of times. So I was like, we got to go back and get our three-peat, but they're just going to have to do it without me this year. But this particular event is a lot of fun. So we ask for a registration fee. It's $250 for a team. There can be anywhere from 2 to 6 people on the team, and you fundraise prior to the event to raise money for cheats. You get to cheat. You spell as a team, you cheat as a team. If you don't know how to spell a word, you can use a dictionary, you can phone a friend, you can make things up. It's a lot of fun. Like, really traditional rules don't apply because you're using a team structure. We do take phones away, so don't think that you're going to cheat that way.
No.
But
Okay, I was going to
you
say
can,
that would make
if you
it
have
too easy.
audience members, yeah. Yeah, so we, you have to put your phone down, kind of like we do for trivia night.
Mhm.
It's like buying mulligans when you do the golf outing.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and when we get down to our final four, then we go into kind of a round robin, in which case you get less cheats, but you can you send a one per team member up for the last round, and then we just go round robin until we get it down to the last two teams.
Hey, there's a lot of people, and some people won't admit to this, but they should. There's a lot of people who really get into the big spelling bee annual event that happens in Washington, D.C. every year. And it was
Yes.
on ESPN. It's been on ESPN like the last, I don't know, decade or so.
Yeah.
Longer than that, the last couple decades. It's a lot of fun. It's a little intense. It can be quite intense.
It can be quite intense. But this is all in good fun. We provide dinner. There's a cash bar. Lombardi is always really a great place to work with to host the event, and we try to keep it fun. We've got great MCs this year. Our friend Chelsea is helping me out. Kevin Haas will be there with her.
Love those guys. They're great. Thanks to Pro Legal Care and Green State Credit Union for sponsoring this event. There's a link there in the chat again for direct access to this webpage if you want to sign up a team and get in on this thing on April 16th. You still got time to get a team together and make this happen. Hopefully you're watching this live and on April 17th. But yeah, it should be a whole lot of fun. Great night of laughter and hopefully some victories as well. So the event webpage is a little goofy looking there. It's in the chat, e.givesmart.com/event/N87. So you just want to click the link. You don't want to type that in. So check the yeah.
Spellingbee.com.
Does it have that there too? Awesome. Oh, here we go. Let me put this page on here really too, because this is a great page to share because it shows off Chelsea.
Yes, and Kevin.
And Kevin. Family Counseling Rockford.org on their fundraising page. You'll see Dancing with the Rockford Stars, which is coming
Our
up.
Rise and Dine, which was formerly Brunch on the Dock. Yeah, we've got a lot of big events, all going back to the local community.
Awesome. And if you're still looking for some volunteers for any of these events, get a hold of Stacy. As far as you know, does she still need volunteers for this Cheaters Spelling Bee?
I don't need any more Cheaters Spelling Bee volunteers. We just want teams.
Just need teams right now. So
just
okay,
need teams.
All right. So check out again, familycounseling.org, the fundraising page. You'll find a link there to register your team at a duplicitous game of knowledge, a Cheaters Spelling Bee on April 16th at the American Lombardi Club. So awesome. Anything else that
All
we
right,
didn't ask?
I have a question.
Tom.
Yes.
My question is this: at the Cheaters Start, let's just say you call me because I'm a good speller or whatever. What's to say I'm not going to go? How do you spell onomatopoeia? And then we nail it. No phones, yes, but if you're calling somebody, how do you know they're not using their phone?
You got to use
or is it just
you're kind of on your honor?
Okay.
And it uses up
we
a
do that
cheat,
with trivia
right? Your
too,
cheat's gone.
And it does,
that.
and it uses cheat money. So that's a risk you're willing to take. Then take it.
Okay, and so you can only do it one time anyway. So.
I mean, my favorite one is to invent a word so that if you don't know how to spell something, you can just make something up and then that counts as your word. So if somebody didn't know how to spell onomatopoeia and wanted to spell it some crazy way, then they could just make it up.
Okay. Then they're going to get it wrong, right? I mean,
no, they'll get it right because then you invented a word. Yeah.
Oh, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. That's how you spell onomatopoeia, right? There you go.
There you go.
Adds to the comedy of the night. And with Kevin Haas there, you know that's going to be done numerous times.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Awesome. Awesome. Well, anything else that you want to make sure we touch on before we let you go about your weekend?
Just, if you're feeling a certain way, don't be afraid to reach out to the resources that are available in the community.
And we have many. It's nice to have family counseling services here in the 815 to help people. So
Yes. And thank you for the trivia night. That was so much fun. We were honored and shocked and amazed and all of everything. It was just, that was a great night. So if people are not attending that event for you, they really need to be.
I'm glad you brought that up because I did want to mention that Lynn Momberger, who was your executive director up until the fall of last year, if I remember correctly, the summer or fall of last year. Lynn and I had a chat because I was like, Lynn, I promise you, I looked up every calendar I could find before I set up the March 19th Mass Karaoke Trivia Contest, and your event wasn't on there. I didn't see it anywhere. So she goes, no, Greg, it wasn't you. When they came up with the idea that they wanted to do the cheater spelling bee again, and then they proposed the date, Lynn said, I told them, I think there's a big event going on that night. We might want to avoid doing it that date. They said, oh, it's a different crowd. We'll be fine. And after a few weeks of trying to get teams to sign up for the cheater spelling bee, they were like, maybe this mass karaoke thing is drawing more people than we thought. So why don't we do that instead? And we'll postpone our event. And I was like, I'm so glad you did. And I think you're probably pretty glad you did too, since you ended up winning the whole mass karaoke trivia contest.
We are very glad we did.
You had a great team, smart people, and a great singer that put you over the edge. So it was a lot of fun that you guys got to be a part of the Mass Karaoke Trivia Contest on March 19th. And now April 16, Cheater Spelling Bee, back by popular demand, should be a whole lot of fun. The Lombardi Club's a great place to have events too. So get out there and support that if at all possible. So awesome. Thank you for your time, Adrienne. We'll look forward to catching up with you again soon. All right.
All right.
Bye-bye. All right, Tom, let's get back to our big number of the week this week. It's a score of 4-3. And the big number this week is 215,000 is the answer. Defrauded donations. And I didn't check your text yet, so I don't know. It is a big number. You said donations.
I've got about a 3-second delay here. I don't know why. This is crazy.
It's a fun day today. It's a fun technology day.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. I'm gonna have to change the score here. Before I do that, a North Carolina man is pleading guilty. He was using bots to stream his AI-generated songs billions of times on the Spotify platform. If you look on the graphic here, Tom, you see there's the Spotify logo on the cell phone. You see that?
Oh,
under defraud. Yeah. So this guy in North Carolina, he set up a bot to keep playing his songs on Spotify over and over and over and over and over again, so he could make money, because they pay you a few cents every time your song gets played, right?
Oh, okay.
He defrauded the streaming platforms, including not just Spotify, but including Spotify, of over $8 million. And because of that, he faces 5 years in jail, and he will have to, of course, refund the money. Tom is going to get the point. There we go. Yeah. Donations.
Yeah, baby.
Us blood donors, I used to do the plasma thing. I don't do that anymore. I do whole blood. But the estimated number of people who donate blood plasma every day is 215,000. This is according to the New York Times. A rising share of middle-class Americans have been donating blood. And here's where the story gets interesting. Plasma donation centers typically are operated in lower class income areas, but now more are appearing in wealthier neighborhoods as more people look to supplement their incomes. amid our rising living costs. The cost of living is going up, and people want to make some extra money, so they're donating plasma. Each visit averages a $70 payout. Most people that have been doing this are donating twice a week, which is the maximum you can donate, apparently. So plasma donation increasingly common, maybe a little bit controversial, maybe a little depressing as well as a side gig amongst Americans. The US provides roughly 70% of the world's plasma and is only one of about 12 countries that actually let people donate plasma. So I've never done that side of it.
Oh, yeah. With 8 billion people in the world, we should never, ever have a shortage of blood. Now, let me just say one thing, and I don't want to start any controversy. I understand the plasma centers, Telecris, and whatever else. I understand they serve a unique function. But if you think for 1 second, your blood that you send, your plasma that you give, and get your $60, $70, whatever, it does not go to humans. It goes for testing, so that if you think that you're donating so that your neighbor who has cancer can get that plasma transfusion, no, it does not work that way. They do it for testing. They serve a function. I'm not going to argue with that. But if you think you're donating to your neighbor, to your friend, to some kid with some sort of a disease, you're not. It's not going to that. That's why they allow people who have been smoking marijuana and doing all kinds of other things to go in there. I don't know that for sure. I just know that some people, I'm pretty sure diabetics can't do it. But I'm pretty sure if you're smoking dope, because a lot of times people go in there to get their money for that. But then again, I shouldn't even say that, because they do have something at our own blood center, bags, whatever it is, bleed for weed or something like that.
Bleed for weed.
Which I'm not real fond about. I'm not happy about, but well, anyway.
You can't use before you donate. That's anyway. They're desperately seeking donors at the Rock River Valley Blood Center. And so if you're able to donate, just do what I do. Just do what I do. You hold the left arm out and you look away. I don't really like to. I've watched a few times when they put the needle in my arm. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't really need to watch that. That's not really what I need to watch.
Yeah.
But once the little poke is done, once that's in there, everything's fine and dandy. A few minutes later, I'm done.
I go back. Excuse me. I go back to the olden days when they first started apheresis. They would have to stick both arms. Because one, they pull it out of, the other, they put it back in. And so you had both arms there. If you want to scratch your nose, sorry, can't do it. Can't do it. So I got to get back in there. It's been a while. I've been working a lot. And I fell out of the habit.
I tried that.
Been there for a while.
I tried that for a year, and it just didn't work for me. I don't know. My veins were not the type to do pheresis donations very well. So it just wasn't flowing too well for me. But whole blood, piece of cake. I don't understand. I don't understand.
Anyway.
I probably have some shout outs this week. We already shouted out your wife. Happy birthday, Kathy. Hope she has an awesome birthday today. As far as other things going on, it is Easter weekend. Obviously, there's so many special services going on this weekend. My daughter's performing at State Line Church. If you get the chance to go to State Line Church, they are doing a special presentation, and my daughter's one of the actresses in that this weekend. My other son is involved in the one up at Life Church this weekend as well. So there's lots going on as far as Easter Sunday services and Saturday services. What other shout outs do I have this week? I got one more video I want to play from Safe Families for Children before we end today, because we donated, we delivered their check from the Mass Karaoke Trivia Contest as well. As far as other shout outs this week, Samantha and Stephanie and the good doctor over at Tinker Swiss Cottage Museum, I want to give them a shout out for the amazing work they continue to do at Tinker Swiss Cottage Museum to make one of Rockford's most historical places continue to come alive and share history. amongst the 815 here. They've got an event coming up, a breakfast on April 11th. The Tinker Visions breakfast is April 11th, and this is at the Hoffman House. And yes, they just still have events at the Hoffman House. You might not have been there in a long time, but they're still doing events at the Hoffman House, which is there on State and Bell School. So if you would be interested in going to the breakfast April 11th, reach out to Tinker Swiss Cottage Museum or us here at the In Crowd 815, and we'll get the information to you on that. Had a big networking event at the Ice Hogs game Wednesday night. State Line Chamber, Belvedere Chamber, and Rockford Chamber all put that on. Good job. Kudos to Connor from the Rockford Ice Hogs for making that all happen at the Rockford Ice Hogs game Wednesday night. And then one last shout out for me this week, Tom, and that would be to our good friend Dr. Sally and his wife Liz from Elevated Health Essentials. They've been on the show in the past. It's been a while since we've had them on the show, but they will be on again this year because they're spearheading our In Crowd 815 Christmas party in December. The first Wednesday of December 2026, we'll be having a big Christmas party for In Crowd 815, and this will be a special fundraiser for a not-for-profit as well. So we got together this week with them to start getting our plans together for it. I know the calendar says April, but we got to start thinking about December.
Never too early to start planning for Christmas. Never
too early.
Because what happens is all of a sudden Thanksgiving is done. It's like, oh my God, we got 3.5 weeks till Christmas.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So I'm so thankful. So very, very thankful for Liz and Chris, and they're just wonderful planners, and they put on great events. They've hosted our Christmas party in the past, and they're really looking forward to doing it again this year. All right. So before I play this other video, Tom, any other shout outs?
No. I think I'm good. That's it.
All right, let me see if I can play this video properly this time. Pause. Is this the right one? That's the question. I think this is the right one.
While you're doing that, we need to schedule lunch or breakfast for this next week.
Yeah, we do. We absolutely do. All right, Facebook video. Let's see how this looks and sounds. Please go well. Thank you.
Hey, everybody. We are at Safe Families for Children. It's time to deliver another check. Let's go inside.
I'm still
Hey, everybody. We are at Safe Families for Children to give away a $1,000 check thanks to Jess Riley.
Thank you, Jess.
Mortgage lending team at Envoy Mortgage. And you got the microphone.
Yes, I
Who
do
are
have
you?
the microphone. We are Safe Families for Children, and we are very honored to have won the trivia event and then also the audience bonus prize. We're
That's
super
right.
super excited
That's
about
right.
all of the little bonuses too.
You're getting a bonus check today as well. So, Jess, you're the one handing the check over today. Tell us a little bit about Jess Riley Mortgage Lending Team at Envoy Mortgage.
Yeah, we're a local real estate company. We help people purchase homes, refinance properties, help first-time home buyers, real estate investors, and I've been in lending for 16 years.
Awesome. And you're giving away $1,000 to our trivia winning team. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
So much.
Bunch of very smart people.
Yes, I'm very thankful for my recruiter. She's amazing because we failed miserably when we played trivia as a team for the first time. So we learned our lesson. So thank you very much, Linda.
It takes a team. It takes a team. That's
as
awesome.
we say, as Safe Families, it takes a village.
It takes a
yes.
Well,
very fitting.
Congratulations on winning the trivia prize for the Mass Karaoke Trivia Contest version 4.0, which happened March 19th. We're going to do it again October 1st. Version 5.0 is going to be even bigger. So we'll see you then.
Yes.
We'll let you know when it's time to register your teams. Congratulations, Safe Families for Children!
And that recaps our check giveaways this week from the March 19th event. And just as a way of explanation, and we've talked about this before, but as a way of explanation, the Safe Families for Children team actually scored the second most trivia points of the evening but the team that won that scored the most won the grand prize.
They had 4 points.
What do you, they had 54
The top
points.
team was
the team
the
that
top
won.
team had 60. They had 54.
Yes.
So there you go.
Yes. So, and as we explained with the contest, a team can only win one of the prizes. So I'm sure they would rather win the grand prize than the trivia prize. And the grand prize winning team, Family Counseling Services, had the highest trivia score of the evening. And their karaoke singers scored enough points to put them over the top of any other team as far as total points for the evening. So they won the $7,000 grand prize, and thanks to Medicare 411.
My assistant Chuck was the one who provided me with that. Say hi to Chuck. Hey, Chuck Brown.
Snoopy's best buddy.
Yeah, Chuck Brown.
Thank you, buddy. Yes,
I just happen
to
have this thing here, and I'm like, hey, cool, let's whip it out.
There you go. And then, of course, the video we showed earlier, the Superhero Center for Autism had the highest scoring karaoke performance of the evening. Bella just nailed it with her show tune, and she was. I have that score page somewhere here on my desk. I'm totally getting reorganized again now because I got another desk for my stuff, and I'm going to get organized one of these days, Tom. That's my goal. to be truly organized someday.
Well, that's if you could see my office, I mean, you see what you see, and that's fine. But I got boxes everywhere out there, and in whatever. And I'm working on it. So
nice. All right. Well, hey, next week we are going to have 2 new not-for-profits on the show, which I think is going to bring us to 113 or 114 total not-for-profits that have been on the InCrowd 815 podcast. I got to look at my page here. Next week, we're going to learn about 815 stone scrubbers, and we're also going to learn about the NIELSEN choir, which is the adult choir here in the 815 that is a not-for-profit. So the NIELSEN choir, their director Joel is going to be on with us, and 815 stone scrubbers. We're going to talk with Janine about all that they do. But and basically, I'll leave it out there. I'll let you just think about maybe what the stone scrubbers could possibly be, and we'll reveal that next week.
All right. So the NIELSEN choir, would that have anything to do with possibly Rick Nielsen or what?
Could it have to be with Rick Nielsen? I don't know. Surrender and watch the show next week.
All right. Oh, wow. You know what? This sounds like a real cheap trick. That's like.
You're welcome. Our pleasure.
Yeah.
Well, happy Easter, everybody. I got good news for you. He is risen. He is risen indeed. And I hope you get a chance to acknowledge that and celebrate that at your favorite church this weekend as well. So remember this, friends, you do change the world when you help one person. So be a blessing to someone today and every day this following week. We'll try to do the same and meet you back here next week for another InCrowd 815 podcast. Tom, see you on the screen after we log off. All right.
Oh, sounds good. I'll stick around.
All right. Bye, buddy.
815 InCrowd. 815 InCrowd. 815 815 815